Welcome back, guys, to another Friday Gamer Log. As usual, I'll be talking about the games that I've been playing, games that will be coming up here in the direct future for YouTube, and any games I would like to buy or have bought. So, without further ado, let's get this thing started. Alright, as far as Animal Crossing City Folk is concerned, nothing much new has happened. Still some more of the same old, just selling stuff for some money and pretty much just doing everything that I have been doing. About the only thing worth noting is I got another visit from Pascal, which of course I did the usual. I gave him one of my scalloped seashells, and he gave me another ship part. It was just another one that I already had, the barrel, but still, selling it for extra money wasn't bad either. As far as the run of Ghosts and Goblins for the NES is concerned, I did a little bit more progress. I finally managed to beat the second level. I beat it before I got another game over, which really surprised me. I must have just gotten really used to the level by then, or maybe I just got lucky. Either way, I'm just really happy that I managed to beat the second level. The boss of the second level was two of the boss from the first level. In the first level, you only fight one of these creatures, but here in the second level, you fight two of them. But I finally managed to beat the second level, and I started up the third level. The third level was the furthest that I had ever been in this game, so I was really happy to finally get here. I easily made my way through the first half of Stage 3. The first half of Stage 3 was really easy, mostly just a bunch of the little zombies that take one hit to kill. Once I got to the second half of Stage 3, though, the difficulty picked up a little bit. One of these annoying red gargoyles was waiting for me, as well as a few other enemies, including a new one that I hadn't seen until this stage here. It was like a little pole-type enemy that shows its face once in a while and shoots a cannonball or something at you. Those things right there. But I managed to get this far, and then I got a game over. So far, I made it halfway through the third stage, and I have 9 game overs so far. But we'll beat it eventually. As far as the run of Final Fantasy IV The After Years is concerned, I did a little bit more work in Cedar and Kane's challenge dungeon. I got another one of the big treasures from the second loot, but I still have quite a bit more to go. But still, at least we made a little bit of progress in it. As far as the Mind Flayer Hunting and Radius chapter is concerned, I'm sure you guys are expecting this by now. I still haven't gotten it. And like I've said a million times over, we will get the summon eventually. It's just a rare drop. We will get it at some point or another. Hopefully it won't take too much longer, though. We will get it at some point or another, hopefully. As far as the run of Super Mario RPG is concerned, I made my way through Roseway, which is the path leading to the next town. At the end of Roseway, I got a glimpse of Bowser with his Koopa Troop. And they took off, and after they left, we made our way into Rosetown, and we went to the hotel to stay, which is whenever this little cutscene happened. Mario was playing with a child Toad, and the Toad brought out his Geno doll and hit Mario with it on accident and knocked him out. Which after that, this cutscene occurred where you see a little star taking Geno's body, pretty much, making him grow huge. I always thought that Geno is a pretty cool character. I know that he's a really highly recommended one for Super Smash Bros. And if they ever took like a Square character to be in Smash Bros, I guess that I would want it to be Geno, because I guess he'd fit in with the rest of the Nintendo characters, being in a Mario game and all. But I think that if a Square character made it into Smash Bros, it'd probably be something Final Fantasy, I'm sure. Whatever the case, though, we've seen this little cutscene here. After Geno slammed his head on the stairway, he took off and left the hotel. I noticed that I didn't get all my health back from my stay at the hotel, so I rested again. Whenever I woke up, I got a flower tab from a Toad, which was cool. More max MP, pretty much. After that, I went to the forest, and I wound up taking the secret path and discovered a bunch of treasures, which 3 out of 5 of the treasures were mushrooms, which I thought was kind of stupid. Why would you need 3 mushrooms in those hidden treasures, whenever one of the mushrooms alone will fully recover all your health and your MP? You don't need 3 of them. Whatever the case, though, after I got the secret treasures, I left and I followed Geno around the forest until we met up with our next big boss of the game, who is Bowyer, who is like a bow and arrow type boss. After the cutscene where Geno pretty much tried to get the star back by himself, we seen Mario and Mallow charge up the hill to Geno's rescue to help him out. After that, the boss battle itself actually finally started. Since it was a 3 against 1, Bowyer set it up to where he could lock one of our buttons to keep us from either using magic, our physical attacks, or our items, which is a pretty interesting little way of fighting that boss, I suppose. Geno got killed at the last minute and I couldn't revive him because our items were locked. Doesn't matter though. We got a flower box for defeating Bowyer, as well as the next star, which we got after Geno introduced himself as heart, music note, exclamation point, question mark. But that's hard to pronounce, so we'll just call him Geno, he says. I thought that was kind of funny. Whatever the case, so we got our next star, of course, as you see right here. I always liked Bowyer. I liked that he was a bow and arrow, and I liked how you could actually see him torturing Rosetown and everything. Seeing all the toads get hit on the head. I know I've seen Mario get hit on the head with an arrow before, but I'm not sure if I've ever been hit on the head with an arrow before when playing through this game. I've seen that happen to Mario whenever I was watching a friend play it. Whatever the case, so I rested up at Rosetown, which is whenever I came across Link from Zelda, which is really cool that he makes a cameo in that game, as well as Samus later on. Speaking of Samus, as far as the run of Metroid 2 is concerned, I made more progress. I made my way deeper into the planet, which is whenever I came up to my next of the Gamma Metroids, apparently. I can't quite get the Metroid names correct, apparently. In the first gamer log, I was calling them Beta Metroids. The second gamer log, where I was playing Metroid 2, I called them Zeta Metroids, but apparently these are Gamma Metroids, and you don't encounter the Zeta ones until later in the game. Oh well, doesn't matter. Metroids are Metroids. Whatever the case, so I made my way deeper into the planet and killed my next several Metroids. I killed another Gamma Metroid, and then made more progress and killed another Alpha Metroid. And right after I killed that Alpha Metroid, I made my way past him, and I came up to another one of the Gamma Metroids. This Gamma Metroid was a little bit tricky because he has this little weird type stuff all over the place that blocks my shots pretty much, so I had to clear some room so that my shots could reach the Metroid. He still wasn't too hard, though. After defeating that Metroid, I made my way back the way that I came, which was whenever I wound up finding another Metroid. And once again, he went out fairly easy. It wasn't too hard. I had plenty of platforms to use. I pretty much just locked that Metroid right up above me and kept shooting upwards. Killed him pretty easily. Not too much trouble at all. After that, I made my way up that shaft a little bit more, which was whenever I came up to yet another Metroid, as you see right here. And I wiped this Metroid out fairly easily. Not much trouble or anything. I managed to pin it against the wall for a few extra hits. But yeah, so far the Metroids haven't been too terribly hard or anything. I'm sure that they'll get a lot more difficult later on, though. We'll see what happens. I like how whenever you encounter a Metroid that isn't an Alpha Metroid, you actually see it transform into the more powerful form. Pretty neat, I suppose. I made more progress into the planet and destroyed yet another Metroid. Took me down to 15 of them. Not too much further to go from here. I still have another energy tank and some more missile expansions to get, but I think that that's about it item-wise. After defeating that last Metroid, the planet started shaking, signaling that I could go deeper into the planet from here. But I saved and quit after I defeated that last Metroid. So far I've really been enjoying Metroid 2. As far as the run of Super Mario Sunshine is concerned, I started up Episode 3 of Bianco Hills, I believe is what that's pronounced. Doesn't really matter, but I started up the Hillside Cave secret stage in that area, world, whatever you want to call it. Which was a pretty fun little stage. I enjoyed it. I made my way towards the cave, and on the way to the cave I found an M that was painted on this, which I sprayed and got a blue coin. Making my ways a little deeper into the level, I found some red X's, which I sprayed one and got the blue coin that came out of the X that was connected to the one that I sprayed. Which it just so happens that that was right next to the one that I sprayed, so I sprayed the connected X and got yet another blue coin. 2 within like 30 seconds there. Pretty cool. But I got a few blue coins as you just seen, then after that I made my way to the cave. Once I arrived at the cave, this little cutscene here happened where you see Shadow Mario flying by regular Mario and stealing FLUDD from him. I find it interesting that Mario has short sleeves in this game. Kind of sticks out like a sore thumb whenever you notice it. Still kind of interesting though, I suppose. I really like this little area. It reminded me a lot of Super Mario Galaxy. And I really love the a cappella version of the main Mario theme. Really cool, in my opinion. But I went through that little hidden cave and got my next Shine Sprite, and then I started up episode 4, the Red Coins of Windmill Village, which was pretty cool. For some reason I wasn't expecting a red coin level. I don't know why. I should have been expecting a red coin level, but I just wasn't. But this was a really easy red coin stage, as to be expected, you know, just the first world and all. All the red coins were located like right near each other within one tiny little area, so I found all 8 red coins and then grabbed my next Shine Sprite, giving me 4 of them. And once I got my next Shine Sprite, it showed me on the overworld of Delphinio Plaza that I could defeat another one of the plant-like creatures and open up a new area. So of course I headed over there and defeated that plant creature, and it made a big lighthouse appear. And after doing that, I sprayed down the end and made it all shiny. But once again, like I said in last Friday's Gamer Log, I'm not going to get any stars from there just yet. I'm just going to focus on the first area for now. Since I learned that the X's are actually connected, like you can get 2 coins per set of X's, I went ahead and got the blue coin from the very first set of X's that I sprayed. I didn't realize you got 2 blue coins per set of X's. I thought you just got 1. As far as Endless Ocean is concerned, I made a little more progress by myself in single-player mode, since you can't really save stuff with friends. So I discovered a few more fish, and I went diving and found a dolphin medal, which was pretty cool. After I got the dolphin medal, a dolphin showed up and wanted to play around some. So I tried to play with the dolphin, but it wound up running away. Still though, one of my favorite things about this game is it's just kind of relaxing. There isn't really any like set goal or anything. Well, there kind of is, but it's more of like a relaxing sort of game. You just slowly make your way towards your goal while relaxing. And I like that you can put your own music in this game. That's also really cool. Like right now, you hear the Donkey Kong Country underwater music. I tried to get some music that I thought would be fitting for swimming around underwater. But yeah, like I said, the dolphin took off. I saved and quit after that. As far as the map is concerned, I did a little more traveling. This is what it looks like now. So I'm filling that out little by little. We'll get it completed eventually. I did a little bit more gaming with my friends Seth and Kaylee. We did some more Mario Kart, and they beat me pretty bad. I must still be having my off week. I almost beat Seth in this stage, but I had to run into a wall. Seth's least favorite stage is Rainbow Road. He hates Rainbow Road. I actually don't mind it, though. I like the little star warp that you just seen Birdo go through there. Really cool little warp, in my opinion. Sometimes characters don't make it across this little spot here. I don't know why. Kind of retarded. Whatever the case, though, Mario Kart's a lot of fun to do with friends. As far as video game purchases is concerned, I just recently picked up Hyrule Historia, the 25th Anniversary Zelda book. It's been really good. I've read through most of it. It has concept art and all sorts of other fun stuff in it. I'd recommend buying it if you're a Zelda fan. It's been really good. It also has a big comic at the end of it. That's the only thing that I haven't read in the book yet, but I look forward to reading that. So yeah, if you're into Zelda, I'd recommend picking up Hyrule Historia. Alright, time for the question of the week. This week's question of the week is for all you Disney fans out there. The question of the week this week is, what is your favorite Disney video game besides Kingdom Hearts? Do you like the NES Disney games like DuckTales 1 and 2, Chip and Dale 1 and 2, Darkwing Duck, stuff like that? Or do you like Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis Disney games like Aladdin and Pocahontas, Pinocchio, stuff like that? Or do you like Disney games for systems past that, like Mickey's Speedway for the Nintendo 64? So on and so forth. What is your favorite Disney game? And don't forget that if you'd like to submit your own question of the week for next Friday's Gamerlog, feel free to do so. Just make sure you do it through PM and not a comment. Questions submitted through comments won't be included in next Friday's Gamerlog, so make sure to message them to me. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to. Since last Friday's Gamerlog got posted so late, I didn't have a whole lot of time to do much gaming, but hey, I still did quite a bit, I think. Made some good progress in Mario Sunshine, and I'm especially happy to finally have the second level of Ghosts and Goblins beat. I can't wait to finally beat Ghosts and Goblins. That's going to be a great feeling whenever I finally get that game completed. Whatever the case, though, that is it for this Friday's Gamerlog, and I'll see you guys next Friday. Thank you for watching.